Blessings upon blessings. This is Dr. Shalonda Treasure Williams-Lynard. Do you hear me? Go ahead and put that doctor on the front of that girl name. And this is a story that I could take hours and days to be able to fill you in on as to how that prefix got in front of this girl's name. But for now, I'm just going to offer you this statement of purpose from me. This statement of purpose really tells you the truth of what this journey has been and how I've come to understand love as all things, love as the master healer. Not just based on something that I was taught, but the culmination of so many things that I've learned over the years, and how I had to come into the space of understanding that it's okay that you got a different understanding from it than others. But you have to stand boldly in the truth and the obedience of what that means to you and how you're going to execute this as a purpose. So I'm going to share this statement of purpose with you during this time leading up to this particular book launch. And I pray that you're able to see the direction that I'm going in. And if you want to be here for that ride, please make sure that you subscribe and that you like and that you share and that you introduce. So those who are willing to come on this ride with me, this spiritsoulistic journey to wholeness, where we recognize that love is the absolute answer. Yeah. So let me go ahead and share the statement of purpose with you. So again, I am Dr. Shalonda Treasure Williams-Lynard, and within me lies the profound truth that God is love and that love is God. And that is synonymous, not different, not separate. I've become to see God as not just this figure that we're trying to put off at a distance in the clouds. And I think that all of us in our own way have tried to explain the description that we get or the image that we get when we think about the greater whole. And well, that greater whole, the great I am, God, love, all of that makes absolute perfect sense to me. Even the things that I don't understand, I understand it within the scope of I may not ever fully understand it, because God is so vast, so big, so everything. And so because God is love, according to the scriptures that I grew up on, then they are synonymous to me. Therefore, this is the divine presence, right, of everything. It permeates every corner of existence. Nothing can be left out. It manifests within everyone and everything. Well, as everyone and everything. It's the reason why God is no respecter of persons. But because God is omnipresent, thus love is omnipresent. Love walks among us, as us, and always for us. It guides us gently back to our divine essence, offering grace to all as we navigate our journey to this ultimate maturity. Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. AKA be perfect as God is perfect. AKA be perfect as love is perfect. And so ultimately love is that maturity that we're trying to reach. In other words, uncovering the layers of things that have happened within our souls over time. Our soul being the unique expression as God in the earth, by my name and your name and the next person's name, by the name of the elements or the things that scientists discover in this earth, all of it being a part of the greater whole. Listen, love is the answer to every question. It's the solution to every problem and the master healer of all wounds. Love accepts without condition. It allows us to grow and expand, but according to that which you come into agreement with, lifting us with fairness and understanding. Love envelops us in grace. It embodies divine justice, and justice doesn't always come as we think it will, because love understands the full story, the complete underlying story to every single situation, because love comprehends all, because love is all, and it's forever responding to itself. As we awaken to the truth that We are all love incarnate, crafted in the divine image. We recognize our place with this greater whole. We're healing the land, transforming the world, and ushering in that kingdom of heaven, or that new heaven and new earth. We become vessels through which love manifests perfect justice, compassion, charity, wisdom, responsibility, allowance, and that understanding. Being reconciled to God, to love, is the message of the Christ mind, spoken and displayed by many vessels over the ages. Now Christ Yahshua being the vessel through whom the message was revealed to me. It is an eternal call, while also being an eternal call. An internal call that is an eternal call. For us to remember our divine identity. Yep, to wake it on up, to begin to deal with those things in the soul that has covered up your light, or should I say your true authentic self as love. It embodies that truth is the essence of all that is spirit and truth. Jesus said, Christ Yahshua says, they that worship God must do so in spirit and in truth. Well, because love and God are synonymous to me, then they that worship love must do so in spirit and in truth. It's the reason why it's the journey to ultimate maturity, because you live and you learn and love, because it is neutral, because it is no respecter of persons. It is absolutely fair at all times for each and every one of us. My purpose is to walk boldly in this truth, to remember that I am love, and to illuminate for others their own reflection as the same. In doing so, we can heal ourselves, heal each other, and heal this entire land, creating a world that is rooted in divine truth, harmony, and eternal peace. Love is ever present, never absent. Love is always in motion, and through us, love will birth the divine newness destined to always be unfolding. Love is always going to be unfolding. God is not going to be figured out completely. We'll have bits and pieces, just as we are the unique bits and pieces of the great I am. With love, all things are possible. Here's my personal affirmation to go along with this. I embrace my divine nature as love incarnate, ready to be realized and applied. I am reconciled to love, and I walk in the truth that love is the answer, the healer, and the divine force guiding all creation. Through me, love heals, transforms, and renews the inner land of all souls. I am a vessel of divine love, and I trust that love is always working for the highest good of all. Many, many blessings.